Dr. Colin Banas. He is the Chief Medical Officer of something called DrFirst. Now that is an interesting name to me. DrFirst. I always thought doctors are always first. At least all my doctors think they should be first.
Yeah, that's common. Yeah, actually the name is about 24 years old. The company was founded in the year 2000 as an e-prescribing company, so the electronic transmissions of prescriptions. So before we had electronic medical records and all this wonderful stuff you see here at HIMSS, doctors were writing prescriptions on paper.
Right.
DrFirst was a pioneer in changing all of that. So now all of those prescriptions, they go directly to the pharmacy electronically. It's a lot safer, it's a lot more efficient. And then over the course of those 2 decades of doing that, we have also found ourselves in the space of medication management. So we're experts in helping patients get on and stay on therapy.
See, this is always something I don't get about doctors. You call it a practice, right?
Yes, sir.
Doctor's practice. And my doctor's friends always say, and I say, what do you call it a practice? They say, well, we always have to kind of get the right formulation of the drugs and the dosages and things. So and I say, yeah, but shouldn't you call it something else? Because practice sounds like you're just practicing on somebody.
Yeah.
But in a sense, they're trying to hone in on the right solution for that particular patient.
Yeah, it's the art of medicine versus the science of medicine.
Right.
There's a lot of legacy terms that are still out in the space. Certainly the word practice is not necessarily the most confidence-inspiring.
Right.
But I assure you, we're not practicing on you to the patients out there. It's just one of those legacy terms.
Yeah, you do the practicing in medical school, right?
Medical school and residency training.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you're a real doctor, you're not really practicing, even though it's called a practice. And I want to make sure everyone knows that the name of the company is DrFirst.
DrFirst.
So if they look it up, if they Google just DrFirst, would they find it?
They'd find it, but you're right. DrFirst, all one word, .com is the best way to find everything about us.
So I think it's really good that doctors are really upfront with their patients. The thing that I like is that when doctors just tell you straight out, they don't sugarcoat anything. They tell you exactly what it is you need to do, at least what they suggest you need to do.
Yeah.
And I think in your practice, I shouldn't say the word practice again, but let's say in your business, who are your customers exactly?
So we are a health IT company, so we're actually empowering the doctors to do things like manage the medications, prescribe the medications.
Okay.
So we often integrate with electronic medical records that you see here at HIMSS. We will go directly to practices themselves and say, hey, you need an e-prescribing solution. Do you need a medication safety solution? We will integrate with you directly. So we really have a piece of the entire medication management spectrum. So we interact with patients, we interact with providers, doctors, nurses, practitioners. We even interact with pharmacies themselves. And so if you think of this big ecosystem of how a prescription routes and how you get your prescription filled and how you get it refilled and things like that, we've got a piece of all of that. So DrFirst really is removing the friction and empowering the process every step of the way.
So give us that website one more time so people can look it up and see what you're doing.
Yeah, DrFirst.com, DrFirst.com.
All right. Hey, you got to speak with some doctors here, and it didn't cost you anything, unless this guy is going to bill you.
No. Nope.
All for free.
Pro bono.
Dr. Colin Banas, thank you so much. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.